Hello everybody and welcome to 24 Days of Christmas with Zoella.
Wait, that's not what we're doing? Really?
No!
Aww.
Hello once again audience.
That's not how I enter usually?
No, it's not!
What do I say then?
Konnichiwa, my name is Einstein.
どうも、PDR さんです。今日は
No!
That's not it?
Haha, how's it going bros? My name is PewDiePie. No, I don't even know why you're hosting. You should go toast instead. Hello guys and welcome to another episode of Appreciating Life with Memo, Sure, John. As you guys already know, this is an internet show where I show you what makes life worth living. Usually by showing how life can suck. And today we're going to talk about nothing but death itself. Recently I was forced to read a book by someone who cares about me and loves me and does not want me to spend all day procrastinating like I tend to do. The book was nothing but The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton.
A friendly reminder from the lovely editor. This video contains a lot of spoilers, so make sure you're okay with that.
In The Outsiders, topics such as loyalty, friendship, conflict all carry great significance. However, I believe death carries more significance as it has great effects on the characters themselves. So basically there are two gangs in the book. The gangs are called the Greasers and the Socias. The Greasers are known as the Hoods, while the Socias are known as the rich and the lucky ones. We perceive the story from the viewpoint of two divergents, if you like. We first meet death in the story when we learn about the background of Ponyboy. Ponyboy, who belongs to Greasers now, actually had a great family. He and his older brothers, Derry and Soda Pop, used to live with a great mother and a great father, and had a very happy life. Cue the sad music and with rain and stuff. Suddenly, everything changed. His mother and father died in a car accident. Derry and Soda was forced to work. Derry, being the older one, had to look after both Soda and Bonnie. The second time we meet death in the story is when Johnny is forced to kill a Soch. Johnny's family does not care about him unless they're beating him up or shouting at him. That's why he was in the park when the incident happened. Pony ran off to the park and met Johnny again after his older brother Derry got angry at him for being late. Johnny was gonna sleep in the park anyway, so he was happy to have a friend. It was no long after that Bob, a Soch, came with his pack. I can tell you that they did not look happy at all. They wanted to get revenge. Johnny and Ponyboy had picked up their girls. They remembered they had sat and chatted with Cherry and Marcia, who had ditched their boyfriends for being too drunk. They were too drunk. Suddenly, one of the Socias grabbed Ponyboy and tried to drown him in the fountain that was in the middle of the park. He struggled and struggled, he pushed, he punched, he kicked to get loose, but he couldn't do anything. He then passed out. When he woke up, he saw Johnny with a blade in his hand. The blade was covered with blood. He looked at Johnny and then the body that was lying on the floor, dead. Johnny had killed someone.
He was a murderer, a criminal, an outlaw.
Johnny had murdered Bob in order to save his best friend Ponyboy. The Socias had ran away in fear after what they saw. This was the beginning of something very different. Because Johnny had the risk of being sent to the electric chair or execution, they had to run away. They ran to a nearby town called Winderksville with the help of another gang member who was called Dallas Winston and had a profession in this area. The third instance where we see death in the book is when Johnny dies. You see, when they were staying in Winterixville and their friend Dallas came in to check on them, they saw that the church, which also Johnny and Ponyboy had stayed in, was on fire. Like the fire wasn't enough, they later learned that a group of children actually got stuck in the church, which was in flames. The boys thought that the reason for the fire could have been them, so they had to help the children. They ran in the church without a moment of hesitation. The kids were safe in the end, yay! However, the boys were really badly injured. Johnny was the worst of them all. He rested in the hospital for days, but it didn't help. In the end, he died. I'm dead. Dali was the one who was most affected by this incident. Dallas felt so bad that he had lost someone he had admired. He went and robbed a grocery store. He was running away from the cops when he suddenly stopped and grabbed something from his waist. It was a gun. So when the police saw it, they instinctively started shooting at him. What they didn't know was the gun was empty. It was as if Dallas wanted to die after the shock of his dead friend. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and I hope you love life more than before. See you next time on another episode of Appreciating Life with Memo Sure Can.
Just do it!